Hey! Hello, everyone!
Hi.
Welcome to the Fumble folks with our long-form campaign for Rapid Riders. I am Sam, I am our Dungeon Master for tonight, and with me are my Rapid Riders. Let's introduce ourselves with our brand new setup, courtesy of Bree, thank you very much. And Bree right underneath me, if she's
Yeah.
ready.
I shouldn't have put myself
Bree.
there. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Should we get someone else?
No, it's fine.
Cool.
Hello. I'm Bree. I'm playing Dyanna, the Bard of Eloquence, Sun Elf. I got a new picture for her up there as well. So yeah. She's cool. That's it.
Cool. And let's go with Phil. And my cat has decided to make himself known.
Hey, kitty. But hi, I'm Phil, and I'm playing Dunson Dewey Fairfoot, who is a part halfling, part dew elf. It's one of the twists on the elf race that we've made for our homebrew world. And he is the ranger of the party. He is a swarm lord, who gets a bit Disney about things with lots of burb helpers to do stuff. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that.
And Doran.
Hi, I'm Doran. I'm playing Halite, King of the Mosh Pit without a mosh pit currently. And he is an 8-foot tall behemoth of a man. He is a barbarian zealot, barbarian. He's also a fighter, a rune knight fighter. He's strong as fuck. He's sexy as fuck. He's ready to rock and roll.
Well, yay, I'm glad we're past our
Yeah.
30-second mark.
Fuck!
Damn it! He's also one of us. Why'd you keep swearing?
Yes, because I'm Welsh!
He's fucking right.
He's fucking
It
right.
is sexy as fuck. Sarah.
Damn it!
I'm Sarah. I am playing Nehemiah, or better known as Taxus. I am the rogue of the party, the inquisitive rogue of the party, and I'm here to be smart and to act cool, maybe. I don't know.
Be
Be
smart or
mysterious.
die trying. I don't know.
Be smart,
or
act
die
cool,
trying.
die try. In that order.
Yeah.
Perfect. And last but not least, Ben.
Hi everyone, I am playing Zeke Boomdiggles, the half gnome, half dwarf, Way of the Drunken Master monk turned. Oh, what was it? Fathomless warlock.
That's
Fathomless.
yes.
I am a pyromaniac turned potentially less pyromaniac now, seeing as all my stuff seems to be dragging me down to watery cold depths. And currently in the form of the most evil child that I can possibly imagine.
Amazing. Yeah, you are
Seriously.
new.
It's the child
I
from
am.
Shrek 2.
The child from Shrek 2, who's a racist.
With a roar.
Is it
Do
Shrek
a
2?
roar. Do a roar, lesser creature.
Oh.
But important that we mention that as the party have finally arrived at Harling's Rest, having spent days travelling through Fenrion Forest, having encounters along the way with other individuals, small villages, they have pushed through and reached their destination to talk with the rebellion that is still fighting here, the Harling's Harriers. In this place, they have gone to where they were told to deliver the message that they had arrived by discussing a secret phrase where barges burns, Harriers call. On arrival, in disguise, most of them, we see that Dyanna has taken the room by playing a tune, to which a lot of the humans in the human section are not too pleased that she is standing right in the middle of two sections, one segregated for what the Empire refers to as the lesser races.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
As she is playing and works into her lyrics the message, or part of the message, that they were asked to pass on, whilst humans click their fingers and demand from the nearby staff that she be removed from playing, an elf familiar to her turns around, looks at her with a shock of recognition and a cocky grin. And that is where we are, back in the Hill Inn, as the warm hearth fire burns, smoke both from the fire and tobacco in the air, warm drinks on a cold autumn night being imbibed with passion, as Zeke, Sarah are sat together in the human section alongside Splitlick, both Zeke and Splitlick disguised as human children, whilst Doran and Dewey are disguising themselves as the indents belonging to this would-be family, whilst Dyanna, as a travelling bard, has made her own presence known in this bar. The eyes of this individual that you know, Dyanna, have not stopped looking at you as you are continuing to play. But after a certain amount of time, you see slowly coming up to you, the dwarf Tennis comes up and says, I've been told
It's that time, huh? Yeah.
this is, your singing is beautiful, your playing is beautiful, but, and he just, like, shifts his eyes over to the corner where you see, arms crossed, indignant looking, a few human women and men are just aghast that you're still even standing there.
Such a shame. Oh,
It's
What's
not,
the world
it's,
coming to?
you know it's not my call.
Sorry.
Please,
I know.
I don't want to
You're making me move. Christmas is ruined.
Yes, I'm so itchy. I'm sorry.
I'm
Let's
sure
take
he
it
can
off.
still play in. He swallows like a vial that is going to. You can play in the appropriate section.
Understood. I'll just sing louder.
Please don't. I know.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You know that I know. You see that his ear does have an indent mark. A silver ring is through it to prove that he has learned his place in the Empire, as the silver ring marks. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I will. Yeah, I'll get down. Off of the table, I guess that I'm stood at.
Yeah. You come down off the table, and immediately a server goes over to begin polishing the table that you were stood on.
Yeah. I'll walk over to the elf that I know, and then I will, as I'm going there, I want to give those wonderful women a little wink.
Most of them are just nodding and back to their food. You catch one of their eyes as you give a knowing wink of whatever you're trying to convey. They take it as some kind of offense.
Yeah, that's fine. I can be as
Furious.
nice as I want. They'll still take offense. So I'll just,
Yeah, they begin chatting busily at their table.
Oh,
Take a seat.
I'm happy about that. It's fine.
Well, and you take a seat next to Garrick.
Yeah. I'm gonna put him up on the stream.
Yeah, go for it. As you take a seat next to.
He is wearing clothes, mind. So
He is wearing clothes. There
Sure he
is. I
is.
believe you have a version that has any
Really?
clothes, but this is definitely the hotter version of it.
I have a before, like the way I remember him, and then the way that he is now. So this is the way he is now, and then the way that I remember him is very different.
Very true. I will say most of his tattoos are covered up in a linen shirt, but the hair is still short up like that. Those piercing blue eyes look with yours and say, Dyanna Latersis, as I live and breathe.
Well, hell. I did not recognize you, Garrick. How are you?
Me? Who the fuck are you? I haven't heard from you in what? Nearly 50 years?
50 years? Give or take.
Letter doesn't count.
I did send some letters. But yeah, I guess. It don't count.
And you are here representing what, Fenrir's finest fighters?
I guess. Or singers. Or
He
both.
leans in a bit closer and says,
Camera cuts to Dewey trying to get some bread out.
Yeah, that's the yeah.
"You're with the Benalicia Rebellion."
Are you the Harling's Harriers?
I'm not supposed to say until you've said the whole phrase.
Oh fuck, I don't remember it. I mean, Bree don't remember
He
it.
spits a little bit out of his drink as you.
Oh no,
You know-
shit, what am I supposed to say?
Do you want me to tell you?
Put it into a goddamn song. Is that not enough?
yeah, put it in a song. Something
Do you want me
about
to tell you?
barges getting to burn. Wait a second. Wait,
And
anyone else
when,
have
ba-
notes?
when
do
barges
you want me-
burn, Harriers call.
Okay. I was gonna say, do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, okay.
That's you if you ask and introduce the rest of the party. At the moment, he's seen you. You entered separate to the rest of the party.
Yeah.
He knows you are part of this. You are the only one he knows at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say the see, I've forgotten it again. Dyanna doesn't have ADHD.
When
Maybe.
Fair enough.
when barges
I think
burn,
maybe-
Harriers call.
When barges burn, Harriers call.
There you go.
There we go.
Yes, I'm with the Harriers.
Huh. That explains a lot, actually.
Mm.
Yeah. The rest of the guys are in here.
Sort of casually looks around. He's going to make some kind of a roll to see if he can figure
Uh,
out who doesn't quite fit.
I
Sam.
feel.
The
Sam,
DC
as he's
for
looking
Halite-
around,
Yeah, the DC
Sam-
for Halite is -2.
Sam, as
Yeah.
he's looking around, if he locks eyes with Hallie at all, Hallie is just staring right at him.
Yes, okay. He
just
clocks
like-
you.
Oh no!
He clocks the elf that you entered and sat with, and he then moves his gaze to the family of humans, quote unquote, that you came in with, and he says, "That's a lot of you."
I'll give I noticed him looking over at the family, and I'm like, I'll give him like a, yeah.
Where's my whiskey?
Were you expecting trouble?
Yeah.
I dare say you found it.
Did you hear about what happened in Banalicia?
He sort of cocks his head at that and gives a cocky grin. You burned a barge. You sunk some of the finest equipment that Empire's going to send to war.
Yes,
And ever
we
since
did.
we know you've been fighting. And fighting damn good. Although,
Thanks,
you've not
babe.
had much fighting. My babe now.
No. Shit. No, you've no, always. Oh, you're always.
Takes a long, slow sip from his drink as you like saying that.
Meh.
Well, in here, your human family isn't going to make much sense sitting next to us. I feel like we need to have a good long chat about where we go from here. So, we're going to stay for the appropriate time. We're going to make our way out. And then I'm going to take us somewhere safe until I know that the Harriers are going to be expecting visitors.
Alright. Yeah, do you have a safe house or something that...
I'll take you back to my place. You
And
might
them?
recognize it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
As long as required.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
fellas is giving me daggers over there. Should I be worried?
Nah, he'll be fine.
Sorry, Sam is a bit quiet on the stream.
Okay.
Okay, I will.
He said, the big fella is giving me daggers over there. Should I be worried? Referring to Halite staring daggers towards him.
He is my babe. He is my current
Oh.
babe. So, He's fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's fine. He's a big softy, really.
Oh, good.
I lie.
It's quite hard, actually. Tink, tink, tink.
Suppose
On
I
the
can't be shocked.
inside.
Suppose
Tough
I can't be
on the
shocked. It has
outside.
been, yeah,
Yeah.
been 50 years.
It has been 50 years. It's a long time for humans, I guess.
It's a long time for everyone.
A lot has happened in that time. So.
It has. He turns his head, and for the first time, you get a clear view of his left ear, which has a wedge with a silver ring placed through it.
They got you, huh?
On my way back. Might even be proud that I'm one of the first people they did it to.
Yeah? Yeah.
If it weren't, fucked from the ground up.
That sucks, man.
It does. That's why we're doing what we're doing.
Exactly. I managed to avoid it. I don't know how, to be honest.
You
Not
don't
totally.
know how.
Hmm?
You don't know how.
I mean, I do know how. But it's a long time to avoid it. For all that time.
Right, this is getting too awkward. We need more
I-
people. Tennis, bottle of whiskey over here. And he starts standing up and walking over towards Dewey and Halite's table, joining you as Tennis is bringing a bottle of whiskey between all of you.
Cool. Nice.
He sits down as the whiskey is slammed. He's brought his own glass, but you see Tennis, clearly very used to this individual's orders, has brought glasses for everybody at the table as as Garrick just begins pouring glasses of this. It looks okay, decent looking whiskey for everybody. It's not the clearest looking whiskey you've ever seen, but it is there, and he is paying.
That's fair. Yeah.
So, hello.
Hi.
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 Guys, this is Garrick.
This is the good. Because we were told the name, weren't we, of the contact, weren't we, at some point, or
No.
not?
Not at all. No.
All right, fair enough.
This is your friend, babe?
Yes, he's an old friend, babe.
I'm an
Very
old
hot.
friend. I'm an old
Really?
friend.
He's very hot.
He
Yeah.
is. You're very observant. Hell.
This makes me very uncomfortable.
it's just us three and Dewey, isn't it? This is great.
Aren't
Right.
Duel, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Sons of
Yeah.
Spring, put it there, and he goes for a toast.
Cheers. They're right, actually. Yeah, you are. But
If we want to move on from my physique,
we probably should. That would be much better, really.
Shouldn't do that.
Halite stops staring just directly at him.
how long have y'all been traveling together? Fighting together? The good fight.
It's over a year now, isn't it? Out of
It is.
character.
You in a bit.
Like,
Yeah.
members of a crowd doing odd things here or there, as long as you guys decide, probably over a year. As a
Yeah.
cohesive unit, going from the crowd into the Rapid Riders, it's been about 4 to 5 months at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. So sometime. I'd probably say the last few weeks have brought us considerably closer together.
A lot closer.
What happened in the last few weeks?
Okay. I don't
Not
think
here.
we should talk about it in the tavern. We'll talk about
Yeah.
it later.
Not here.
Fair enough.
Halite looks a little sad and.
I know.
You're a big man.
Yes, I am now.
Okay. He turns to Dyanna, who's clearly saying something.
I forgot. Oh,
Yeah, you just.
yeah, I was expecting people to know about it. But I think there's a reason why you don't. So, kind of good, but yeah, very ambiguous. I'm sorry. Later.
I. Big man, could I just saddle up to you for a second here?
Welcome to.
He shifts his
Time
chair.
to the saddle on.
He shifts his chair around so he's quite close to you.
Just looks down.
Passive investigation of like 11, 12 makes it very clear that he's saddling up and blocking the view from the human section using you as cover.
Wow, hey babe, that is
Perfect.
what you're for.
I love being used as cover. It's like my favorite thing in D&D. I don't know what it is. I just fucking love it.
And he leans forward and around you, points towards the humans in the human section, chooses for one who is at least appearing to be an adult, and Sarah Taxes hears, I hear you're on our side. When we leave, you leave.
I mean, I'm assuming his message.
Yes,
So
you recognize a message, Kendra.
Because it two-way, I'll just say understood. Turn to Zeke and be like, at my cue, we should head off. It's getting past your bedtime. Okay, so you can finish your whiskey, and then we'll take you away.
Just under my breath, just wanted some whiskey.
I would have poured you some whiskey. Or we did a whole swap thing where you got water, but I actually gave you my whiskey. Okay.
I know, but I don't know whether we've even had that given to us yet.
Within
At present, we're still waiting.
Yeah, within the space of a couple of minutes, you see Garrick just loudly steps up from the table, claps his hand, and says, "Right, you're all with me. Come on, we're going to finish this elsewhere. Turnus, thanks for your hospitality." And you see the dwarf just like gives a thumbs up and a wave as he beckons the non-humans around him out, half like herding, half pulling some of you as you're beginning to step up.
When he sort of, from the moment he does like the big like right, and I'm like, well, that's quite loud. I'm gonna cast a look across the human side and see if he gets any particular looks from the human side. If anyone's like paying attention to what he's doing, other than like taxes and.
Make a perception check.
Everyone, surely. Look at it.
It's loud enough to hear the hubbub of conversation, but
Diggity dog. What was that a perception one?
Perception check, please.
I rolled an 18, so that is a lot. Is where are we? Yeah, is 27.
27. First and foremost, the rest of your party, at least Taxes, is definitely paying attention to this, and even though you can roll a sleight of hand or a stealth check if you want Taxes against this, but there is a noticeable twitch as Taxes takes notes, but now's the time, we're leaving. A lot of the other humans just in proximity notice due to the noise, and some of them just scoff and like, oh, it makes so much noise, these people. Some of them are like, good, finally they're gone. On that roll, further away from the noise where most people aren't paying attention, you see there is a human man seemingly drinking alone who has clocked that and is now paying some attention to the elf that has stood up and is saying that, and is not looking away whilst he's saying, oh, we're on our way out.
Okay, yeah, just make a note of of what this person looks like, what he's wearing, that kind of thing.
He looks quite elderly. He is wearing, at the moment, this time of night, he is wearing fairly common clothes. There's some wealth to it, but not like I'm a wealthy man, just I'm not too down on my luck kind of thing. He is drinking a fine enough looking glass of wine. He looks like he has multiple scars on his face, nothing like major, just small nicks, and lots of crow's feet, wrinkles, grey hair. On your perception roll, you would say, if anything, he looks like he's an old man who has seen fighting and is done.
Okay. Fair enough. Cool. All right then. I'll to the other three. I'll be like, should we? I guess we'll go.
I'm not going without Split. I'll wait at the.
They're going to follow us, big man. Don't worry.
I wouldn't just stand
Stares
up
at
like
him.
that.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Come on, Harling. Come on.
3.
Oh my
3.
Christ.
This guy is impossible to read. He has the same cocky grin that you saw every step of the way.
Oh no. Oh no.
Leave him.
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I think.
We can. They'll follow. They'll follow.
Trust me.
Okay.
You didn't come this far not to trust me.
Okay. He gets up.
The 4 of you together make your way slowly out of the hill inn. Yep.
To add to Garrick's like over the topness,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start just strumming like a little tune and then literally back out.
That the same woman who
Yeah.
like started the clicks to demand you off is just staring daggers at you, and just has this very satisfied. Well, you're leaving now. Just,
The audacity of these people.
I'm leaving, but I've clocked you and I'm gonna be nice to you. Oh, that's so nice.
just like kind of shit-eating grin as she follows your eyes out, and presumably as you are looking backwards, you see some shuffle at the would-be human table. Sarah, has Taxes passed on the message?
Yeah, so
Yep.
as soon as I start seeing them head out, I would wait like a couple of minutes, not to look, or maybe like a minute or so, and then look over, like, they've gone off again, and then like just come on, and then get up and start making their way out, basically.
Yeah. There's a couple of people that you hear just with your passive perception, just like, good, she's going after her indents. I can't believe she let them walk away with just scoundrel.
Singular tear. Just.
Oh.
Oh! Summon DM!
Summon.
Oh no. Oh.
Someone Garrett.
Oh, it worked!
That's okay. Yeah, but I can't believe she let them go off. But good, she's going. She's young. She's learning how to look after her indents, kind of thing. As you get up and follow behind, you guys walk through Harling's Rest, heading north out of the door. It is once again a cold night. There is a wind upon the air that is not cutting like chill to the bone kind of thing, but definitely means you need to wrap up a little warmer. As you make your way back, similar to the path that you made your way here, Garrick leads you deeper into a residential area, and Dyanna recognizes the path quite quickly. And as Garrick realizes that, he says, "You didn't think I was going to let your parents' place just rot, did you?" As he leads you to your old family home, he walks up to the door with the hunting bow that is there. He just makes sure that it is untampered with. He kicks off his boots that are covered in a couple of old autumnal leaves before tracking inside, and you see it's a lot like you've remembered it. He hasn't changed very much in here. It's still this entrance into a sort of combination entryway, living quarters, sort of living room kind of thing with a little fireplace, enough to warm the house at night. And the doors are sort of left open to each place. You can see where your parents' room was. He appears to have claimed that for his own for the time being. Your room, the door looks like it's pretty much untouched. Turns to you and says, I wasn't here at the siege. They'd definitely been here. But from what I've learned from the Harriers, they didn't find much of nothing. Or more, they found enough to keep them occupied. I haven't found anything myself, but you're welcome to.
Yeah. I'll take a look around. You. Yeah. But Spot of Eloquence is speechless.
Make an investigation check or a perception check. It's your choice.
Natural 20. Yay!
You know when the dice are just with you?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Do you want me to pick or?
You tell me what you describe to me your childhood home, and I'm going to add a feature that's going to be important.
Oh no, that is on the spot. I did not think about that.
Up to you. Up to you. I can describe it
Yeah.
if you would prefer. Or...
Yeah, go on then. Yeah. 'Cause you've
Okay.
thought about it.
You have this living space. There are comfy old chairs here, sort of cloth armchairs surrounding a large fire. You would often spend time playing here, as your mother would read, and your father would play with you and keep you occupied, and your mother would always just be looking in the corner, just smiling and joining in whenever she felt she had time from her studies. When you're a child, you'd often go out the back door, and as you walk your way through, you see a small kitchen with the back door leading out into the sort of small wooded area that joins the sort of back doors of a lot of these houses. This is where you would play with children that grew up here. You remember a time when you didn't live here, very vaguely, like living deeper in the forest, but this is most of your life and certainly how you grew up. You remember sort of coming of age, still living here, as is sort of custom for medieval times, just living in the same family home. You had your own room. As an elf, you sort of remember going from your parents' room to your own room, which went from a kid's room with lots of decorations of sort of magical creatures to a more adult teenage room for a brief period, followed by just a simple painted room, something you're more happy with living with. Aside from that, there is a small... Your mother sort of kept an office in the family, in the sort of master bedroom, with a couple of bookshelves in there. You can see that a lot of the books that were there are gone, but Garrett seems to have replaced them. There's one that you don't remember it exactly being there, and you lived here for 150 years, give or take. More like 100. You lived your early life somewhere else. It sticks out because although it's not colourful, the blurb, the title along the spine, it just says the Windy Woad. And you have this memory that your mother explained to you many times when you were a child that the place that she worked and the place that she studied was called the Order of the Winding Paths. And as a child, you would refer to it as nothing except for the Windy Woad.
The Windy Woad.
The Windy Woad. Mummy goes to the Windy Woad. And it appears to have been left, deemed unimportant. But you recognize this, and this book was not here when you were living here.
Garrick, do you is he around? Like, do you?
Yeah, he's like, I would say, like, at this point the human or the would-be humans are maybe a couple of minutes away from joining you as you are sort of still exploring your house.
Did you put this here?
That? No, that wasn't me. Why, what's the windy?
Oh,
What?
the windy woad.
Windy woad.
Yeah, something I used to like say as a kid. Can I take it?
It's, as far as I'm concerned, it's your house.
I mean, you've lived here far longer than. No, that's not true. You've lived here for like 50 years, right?
Give or take. Didn't make it back straight away. Please.
Yeah. I'll take the book.
As you begin pulling it off the shelf, your first realization is this is a lot heavier than a book should be.
Oh.
And you pull it back, and you also have to catch it as it pulls off the shelf finally. And you realize that this is not a typical like bound book with pages. You see that there is a small latch on it, as this book is actually a box or some kind of latched box in disguise.
Ooh, fun. Okay. This is something.
That's certainly something.
It's
What is it?
It's like a box. I just assumed it was a book. I tried not to touch too much. I didn't want to disturb it. It felt wrong.
I guess is this dumb just to open it? That sounds dumb. That's really dumb.
Probably, but
Probably dumb.
if that's, I doubt they left a trap called the Windy Fucking Road.
Right? I will. No, right. I think I know what I'm looking. I think I know what I'm looking for. I'll check for traps.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Cool. Me a second. Cool. 19.
19. You inspect this box. First of all, the latch has no lock. It just looked like it sort of pings out on a spring, and it would open. You can't see any mechanism around it, like a trap or anything like that. Second, on the 19, feeling the weight of it and sort of tapping at it, this thing feels like it has metal inside it. It's bound by leather on the outside to make it look like a book, but there's some kind of metal component to this thing. Third, on a 19, it's been a very long time since you've seen anything like your mother's handwriting. But that's as close as you can remember it being.
Okay. I will just open it then.
It's like a ping as the latch opens up. As you gently open the box, you see there is this this dark metal on the inside of the cover of this thing, and indeed lining this entire box. Carrying on that 19 investigation roll, you recognize lead. What that means, you might have to roll a different check for why this thing was bound in lead. But inside this box, you see a small, rather than a big, heavy tome, it's almost like a pocket diary, pocketbook thing within the book. And on the cover of this book, you see a very strange looking image. Brie, I sent you an image to say that this might be coming up on the stream. You're welcome to put this on. For those wondering, that weird AI art generator thing is how I made this image. and I fell in love with it.
No.
If you're looking on the stream, that is the image there. I'll put it in the Rapid Riders chat as well, so people can have a look at it
Nice.
outside the stream. That is what you see. Well, that's
Wow.
that's
Oh, cool.
weird. Okay.
Would
A
I
book
like?
inside a book.
Yeah. Would I like recognize this as maybe the winding Woad?
Whoa.
This is almost like it's not your childhood imagination of the winding Woad, but you've had dreams that are similar to how it would look, but don't fall too far away from a strange winding path curling its way through a forest and up into the sky.
You say this is a sketch or a painting?
This is a painting that almost becomes a moving image.
Would Halite recognize anything? Considering he's the only one who's travelled outside the Empire.
Halite, make an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Is a phrase I've longed to say this entire campaign.
14.
14.
Hey!
Whoa.
First of all, definitely
Wow.
magic. It looks like there's some kind of enchantment on the book itself. The way that it's moving like this, you know that there's like a thing called illusion magic that sort of works this way, but this is like almost like a fixed illusion kind of thing. But the pocketbook for now remains closed, and this is just on the cover. This thing is like, for want of a better description, is like A5. It's not very big and it's not very thick. It is a small little book.
I couldn't smell it before. Smells like illusion magic.
Wow.
That is particularly astute of you.
Huh? What's that mean?
You're really
Oh,
clever,
spoiler,
Hal.
buddy.
That's really good.
Thanks.
So confused.
Yeah.
You think this was your mother's?
It certainly looks like it. I'm pretty sure that's her handwriting, although it's been a while, you know.
Yeah. I mean, if the name is something only you'd understand, I guess it's for you. Go on, open it.
I guess so. Yeah, I'll open it.
You open it. The rest of you watch as Dyanna
Explodes.
collapses.
Oh,
What?
She seems to just slowly faint down into, like, manages to catch herself, not slamming onto the ground, but just like, you and Garrick both go to steady her as she.
yeah, I was gonna say which one of them.
Both. Garrick definitely goes to steady. So you both sort of like catch nice to each other. Dyanna, you open the book, but your eyes never quite manage to track away from the cover, and then you feel yourself almost pulled forward with a gentle, like, not like jettisoned forward, just gently pulled forward until you are standing at the bottom of this winding path. And you can see this fantastical landscape around you.
It's real?
Make a perception check, or an investigation check, or an arcana check to try and determine.
Arcana.
Essentially
12.
determine what the fuck is the question.
Yeah, what the fuck roll, and it's a 12.
On a 12, this was a painting and now you're here. This could be anything from an illusion to you have been teleported to you have been just knocked the fuck out and this is the last thing you were thinking of. But it feels less like a dream. It feels somewhere between a dream and reality. There is a path before you.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Definitely.
start
I
walking.
take it she hasn't vanished from.
She's not
where
vanished
we
from
are.
you. She is
Yeah.
just looks unconscious in front of you right now. The book is still open in front of her.
I closed the book.
Do you close the book?
Bye, Hal.
Yeah.
You close the book. Dyanna, you begin walking this path, and suddenly you are awake, and you are back in a room with Garrick and Hallett standing over you, Dewey just nearby. Are you right?
You right, babe?
Yeah. I'm on the floor.
You are. You opened a book and you just sort of...
Are you okay?
Yeah, I think it's a thing. It's I guess it wasn't real. It's a thing. That I can I do it again?
You open the book.
I was like, did someone close that? Did someone close that?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, how like
I just
Oh.
wanted to make sure no one else got knocked out.
At this
Okay,
point,
no, it's
human
fine,
crew
I think.
arrive, I think, and you're all together in this place. As you see Dyanna like being held by these two individuals, Halite and Carrot.
Dyanna
with
sandwich.
Dewey.
What?
I like that you keep doing humans. It's like I am actually human.
You are human, but you know, most of you are not.
we don't hold that against you.
Hello, you've just joined the party. I think this is a
hi,
thing.
guys. This is Garrick. This is very awkward. Like, please get closer and talk, please.
I'm so
Hello,
happy
I'm
that I'm not
Garrett,
the only
and
one now.
This one's very awkward. Yes.
What's the thing?
We'll get right back to you and everything else going on. I kind of feel like this is important. Dyanna, open the book again.
A little bit. Yeah, but I'm just gonna go in. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm gonna go in the book again.
You're going into the book?
I don't
In-
know.
You know what? I'm not going to question your mother. Go in.
I'm not sure.
Magic.
I'm assuming so. I don't know. Or I'm gonna dream. It's very nice. I'm gonna go on a
Okay.
journey. See you later.
Magic's fucking weird.
Into
It's the last thing you hear.
You just get an eye from Garrick. You are once again on this path. You are at the start of it again. It's not a very long walk from the looks of it. It just
God
sort of goes
damn it,
in
don't
loop
close
de
the
loops
book
and around again. As you make your way along this path, like I said, gravity does not seem to apply as long as you are walking the path. You walk fully upside down in these loop de loops. You twist and turn until you reach the top of this almost treetop enclave in the sky. There is almost a dais of this fantastical wooden tree that has stretched out into a room of sorts with leafed branches making walls around you. And in the center of this room is just a small nub of the wood protruding from the rest. And atop it, looking in the other direction, you see a slim elven figure with tumbled down hair, engrossed in some kind of book.
Say, Mama.
Turn around, you see your mother as you remember her 50 years ago.
It's Mama.
Ah, good, you're here.
Hey, Mama.
Closes the book.
What?
How long has it been?
About 50 years.
This is longer than I expected. Nevertheless, we should start soon.
Are you dead?
Am I dead?
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I dead?
I don't know. Are you dead?
This is not for me to know. I should explain more.
Yeah.
I
Probably.
am a depiction of Harriers of the Order of the Winding Path. I am your mother's memories. I am a painting of your mother. I am everything she knew or cared to share. I am everything she wanted you to remember. And everything she wanted you to learn.
Oh.
In case of... She furrows a brow. In case of something. Regardless, she thought there might come a time when owning magical abilities would become dangerous. So she created this space that she might better teach you without having you carry around an overt symbol of your magical power. You can add pages to what I am, you can add knowledge to what I am, and I will train you in how to use it.
Amazing.
I am not your mother, Dyanna, but I remember giving birth to you, I remember raising you, I remember the stars in the sky when you first were able to tell me that you loved me.
Oh no.
Stab.
No.
But that's not important. Let's begin. And she waves a
Okay.
hand and a chalkboard appears and she says, so the most important part, pay attention, the most important
I am
part
such
is vocalization of your commands. You are changing the nature of the world through magic, and it is important that you do it correctly. And she begins going through what it takes and what knowledge is required to be a wizard. And you guys see almost like rapid eye movement. Diana's eyes blur quickly and rapidly.
Harling is concerned.
As
do not close a
After-
book.
once
God damn it.
Thalia is done, you awaken again, knowing that you can return to this book when you wish. You guys can see that the pages are blank, and when you close it, you like sort of you touched it, you touch the pages, it doesn't do anything for you. But this is essentially a spellbook that is disguised and almost a space that you visit through illusion. A strange variation of the dream spell for those who are watching, those who are experienced DMs. That is your spellbook.
Cool as fuck. That I love that.
That's amazing.
That's so sick.
I want to add a little thing because
Go
it's
for it.
happened in real life. While Dyanna is unconscious, you could just see like little tears. Yeah. So how long was I there?
You were there for the space of maybe 5 minutes, but in
Okay.
this illusion, time seemed to pass differently. It makes no
Yeah.
difference for like short rest or long rest or anything like that. But going in and changing your spells, going in and learning more about how to use your wizarding knowledge. If you have questions to ask her about her past and history and things like that, you can obviously ask her what she knows from when she made this book, but not further on than that.
So you're saying that I have access to, or I can spend time, as much time as I want, with my potentially dead mother. Oh, okay.
Or what's
I really
left
like-
of her anyway.
Bye,
I
guys.
like the concept of that
Hey, you
first
told me
lesson.
you told me I had creative control on what the spellbook would be, and I
Yeah.
just fucking ran with that.
Wow.
You
No,
did.
that's
what I-
which is
fantastic.
yeah.
I just really like the concept that her very first lesson on being a wizard is mostly the mum just being like, look, could you pay attention as you're there, just like, oh, it's just like pay attention.
You can't be paying attention and crying at the same time. No. Like your mother was always slightly stern, but she loved you deeply. And you know
Yeah.
that this is it's not perfect, but it is a very good reflection of her.
How long was she gone in real time?
You know that she, like 50 years ago, is basically when.
No, I meant like how long was Dyanna unconscious for?
Oh, 5 minutes.
Just 5 minutes, so it's the same one way. So she was in the
No.
book for 5 minutes.
So-
And...
She was in the
No.
book for an indeterminate amount of time that
Okay.
it takes to learn one wizard level and the spells involved with acquiring
I
one
see.
wizard level.
Okay.
For you, it was about
like
5
6
minutes.
I mean, in technicality, it should be something like 6 to 8 months, but yeah, sure.
Well,
We don't have time for that.
Yes. Unlock the
Wizard
abilities.
Memory Mother is back, and you can deal with it.
oh god damn it, Sam.
You had knowledge of the arcane already from being a bard. It was transmuting that into how to put okay, I sing this song and verbal components also work like this, and now I can use a wizarding focus as well. You might have to find a wizarding focus of some kind and then get material components until then, which could be difficult in the Empire, but
Yeah.
you're about to make some good connections.
Cool. Okay.
On that note, it is nearing 20 past 9. We'll go a little bit longer, and then we're going to call a break soon, I think, as Dyanna wakes up to the party, and the entire party, including Garrick, is not cloistered around her. I'll let you guys decide roughly where you are.
They're cloistered.
Yeah, you and Garrick definitely are both just stood over her. I would say probably Garrick recommends moving her onto the bed, so they should be a bit comfortable, as you realise like a couple of minutes have passed and she's not coming out of it just yet.
I have stolen my cloak back from Splitlick and put it under her head. Not let anyone touch the book. I'm like, not leave it.
Yeah. And that is the position you find yourself awakening in, Dyanna.
I'm on the bed.
So how long do you wait for her? Oh, she's awake. Okay.
Hey,
Oh, hey.
hey.
So this day's getting weirder. What the hell?
Yeah, what the hell?
Magic.
You know what?
magic.
I've got a game for that. And I've blatantly stolen this. But I've got a game for that. He pulls out a dice from somewhere. He says, we all roll a dice.
Dice game.
Whoever rolls lowest has to answer a question. The question is always ending in, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
For anybody who watches Critical Role as well, you'll know the game. What the fuck is up with that? Where essentially you ask a question about a character's backstory and they have to answer truthfully and a drink as he puts the rest of the whiskey bottle on the table. We'll go in order and we'll decide the best questions. Usually it's whoever rolls highest asks the lowest, but you know what? We don't have time. He's like,
Hey,
he's looking out the
We
window.
have all the time.
True.
Literally, as you say that, everyone can turn around and see that Zeke is already sitting at the table, just staring at the whiskey bottle, just like.
Yeah,
You seem keen, but you need to roll lowest, my friend. Everybody roll a d20 for me and tell me what
Are
you
we
get.
still in his bedroom?
Oh yeah, you've just woken up.
Amazing.
And
So we're just crowded around the bed.
Yeah, like a side table is like scooted into the bedroom, and the dice is rolled in turn. Garrett got a 6. Let me know if anybody gets less than that.
I like to think normally people try and sleight of
yes.
hand to win
Before
a game of dice,
and
but
before, yeah,
9.
17.
17. Can Bree and Ben roll? I believe you both got 4, so just roll again.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm a bit concerned that Taxes is up for that playing this game, but okay.
If you say you're like in or out, then you don't have to be in. But
16.
16,
12.
12.
There we go.
Okay. Zeke, everybody looks towards you and starts debating what question they want. I mean, I know
Yay.
nothing about him. What's not been answered?
what the fuck do you mean, you people?
Pretty much everything.
I know
Say
quite
you
a lot
people.
about
I said
him.
I think I know. I don't know anything about you people as a new people that I have met.
Why don't you ask then?
So
Alright.
turn and go, hi, my name's Zeke.
This is Zeke.
Oh,
Okay.
you probably should
Oh.
stop looking like a child, actually. That would be pretty
Alright,
weird.
alright.
I've
Oh,
already
yeah, he's
dropped
not a
that
child.
disguise.
He's
Alright,
actually.
then
I've already
yeah.
dropped that.
Oh, have you? Sorry.
Perfect. That's my question then. You're a half dwarf and a half gnome. How the fuck did that happen?
Do we have to explain sex to you, Garrick? Really?
You know you don't. You know you don't.
Can I have my whiskey first?
Sure.
Thank you. And just kind of cradle it, just. Oh.
That's slightly strange, man.
I'm just gonna turn and go, look, I'm an alcoholic, alright?
He's drunk a lot of the time.
He has a
It's
lot.
been a while.
He has a problem.
Okay. That's free information, I guess. There you go.
You'd get that for free anyway.
Right, well,
You'd know that within
when,
10
when,
minutes.
when you say how did it happen, what the hell are you on about? Like, you want to know how my Like what position I was conceived in? What are you trying to get at?
Gnomes and
Yes,
dwarves
that
are quite
one.
common over in the Eastern Empires. How was it that a gnome and a dwarf presumably got into a relationship of some kind and ended up here?
My mother was a healer. She was very good at it. My dad was a hired mercenary, apparently. She thinks. He got injured during Siege of Bennett. One of the sieges. Some siege, some fight, somewhere. And they had an evening of fun. And then my dad toddled off, and I've never heard nor seen of him again. I don't even know what his name's supposed to be. That handsome dwarven fellow is all she used to keep referring to him as. Because she was too drunk to remember his name either. Kind of runs in the family.
Oh no.
So you were made in the middle of this war?
Oh no, probably right at the beginning of it.
Started
I hit my adulthood the day that Ben Alicia fell.
Feck. If that's not worth a drink, I don't know what is. Alright. All of you again. And he begins rolling the dice. You are exempt from this roll if you wish.
I want my alcohol.
Does not win.
You're welcome to drink.
That's
Derek rolled
actual
high.
20.
Yeah, he didn't roll as high as that, but he still rolled a 19. Anybody, what was the lowest roll between Bree and Phil?
Pretty sure it's taxes.
Yeah, 11.
I think I got the lowest roll. Mine's got a 0 and a 2 on it.
No,
Oh,
man, don't
no.
worry about it. You're
Mine
fine.
is actually a 2.
Okay, who's got a question for this one?
What does your face look like?
That's not a bad question.
No. You know what?
I mean, we would.
You know what my
We
face
know. We know. We
I
know
haven't
what.
seen it.
Hmm.
Alright, if that's common knowledge, then
Is common knowledge.
I don't know.
Oh, how?
I mean, wouldn't have been able to walk into the bar with a mask on, so you know.
Hey, you roll the dice, you drink the whiskey, you answer the question.
I'm
Would
just there to
Garrick
drink
not
this.
want to? Would Garrick not want to know why there's a human helping us?
Garrick did not get to ask the question. He doesn't want to be the one who answers the question every single time.
Just be happy
What?
that Hallie give you an easy
What?
one.
What's your magic power? What's your hidden magic shit?
Told you
Right.
already. I don't have magic powers.
Don't believe you.
Ooh. Alright, fine. If there's no one else with a serious question,
Mine was serious.
Mine was serious.
then I will ask the obvious question, which I'm sure you all know the answer to, but I don't. How does a young human, born and raised in an empire that does nothing but benefit her, end up on this side of a fight?
Honestly, by accident. Like literally. I turned up. They decided they want to burn a couple of barges. I helped them. Now I'm here.
We kind of found each other, and
Oh,
then because that happened once.
That happened once. We came across and then vanished and then met up again. And the next time we met, we were drunk, so we didn't recognize each other.
There's a whole backstory, apparently.
Oh, actually.
This is no criticism from me, but it seems like the Harriers do things slightly more below ground than whatever you
We
up
were
to
quite
Phillbeard.
deep below ground.
When I say below ground, it's metaphorical.
Was that?
Everybody roll, I need to drink water.
Oh no!
I got the
Deemed
other
Garrett.
end of the spectrum. I
Same.
got a 1.
I got a 1.
Another one.
Oh no, this
Oh,
one.
three ones. Okay, you've answered the question already. You two roll again.
All right, babe.
That's another 1.
It's a 10.
It's a 10.
That's
Just
another
re-rolling
one.
them.
Two
That's
natural
two
ones in
ones.
a row.
Okay. Fate has fucking spoken.
I also got a 1.
I mean, that's
This has got 0.
technically 4 nat ones in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, this for the.
Oh, maybe it's nice enough for night. No, it has to be.
Oh man. Oh no.
Anybody got a question for Dyanna? Because I sure do.
Nope.
Someone else have a question for Dyanna.
Wherever she wants to tell me, she could tell me when her time is ready.
Great.
Okay, I'll get one.
Who's your da? You never talk about your da.
Is that... Are you jumping in with a question?
I'm jumping in with the question.
Yeah, okay. Garrett gives you a look, but you asked the question before he did. Rules of the game.
Oh yeah. I'll answer your question later. Zeke, who's my da? My dad. My dad was a dew elf, and
Yep.
he was a blacksmith specializing in elven weaponry and stuff. And they kind of came in from the same like elvish tribe, and then they kind of settled here and made this settlement. Some elves didn't always want to be nomadic, I guess. And then when my mother went off to study, he stayed here and had his own shop and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Aaron was a good man.
He was there at the end. Well, the start. Depends how you want to look at it.
True.
And with that, I'm going to pour the drink for you.
Thanks. Yeah.
Roll!
Roll again.
Well, I was
Oh
going
my
to ask a
goodness.
non-serious
But-
question.
But before you do, I'm just going to lift the glass to good parents.
I'll drink to that. To Farron.
Farron.
Yes.
To Farron.
Drinks go down. Okay, now roll.
It was empty. Sorry.
That's a 6 from Garrick.
14.
9.
9.
3.
Oh, here we go.
What is your name?
Dewey.
Dewey. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, can I have introduced everyone?
Oh shit, we didn't introduce
Yeah,
ourselves.
We're
Yeah,
introducing
no,
each
we
other.
just-
This is a
yeah,
getting to know each other experience.
Met
Zeke,
up, left, went into a book, started playing
Yeah,
a drinking game.
so weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean Zeke,
Precious.
Dewey. We call her Taxes, because she does taxes.
Right.
This is
It's the
Hal.
first thing she said. I'm Harling, king of the mosh pit.
On that note, you're going to want to think of monikers for yourself. It's a thing we do.
Oh,
What is...
what's
You know me
yours?
as Garrick. You're going to have to refer to me as Braggart.
Braggart?
Braggart.
It wasn't my choice, but you know what? It fits.
I was gonna say.
Sorry, the first name that came in my head was Texas. And I
Tax-
can't...
you know what? Taxes is probably going to do fine.
Taxes is fine.
Taxes.
I
keep
Hail,
forgetting-
hail.
I keep forgetting it's not your real name.
All right, Dewey.
I mean,
Someone
Dewey-
needs
I
to
mean,
ask Dewey.
Dewey's a great one.
Dewey's
Dewey's a
fine.
great.
My name's Dunstan, so.
Okay, Dewey it is.
I don't have one.
But yeah,
That's fine.
question?
Anyone got a
Question.
question?
I don't have a question for Dewey.
Not one that my character knows. I mean,
Not,
it's not one that my
me for a
character
change,
knows.
because
I know.
I've already delved far too deep last time.
You have one. It's
All
not
right.
a. It's yeah. Are your parents around?
No. My I can't remember which way around I said it. Yeah, my
Wait a minute, you're half human.
No.
Oh no, you're half halfling. Okay.
That's me, babe.
halfling
Yes.
halfling on my dad's side, elf on my mother's side. Yeah. My mother obviously like grew up in the forest. She moved into. She fell in love with my dad. They they set up in Benalicia, but then everything changed. The war started, and my mother would always go back to the woods, but once the humans took over, that wasn't allowed anymore, and she literally couldn't live without the woods. So,
Shit.
and my father blamed the humans for that, and they took him away. So I would. It's just like the grip on the glass is just getting tighter, and I was like,
Awesome.
so.
Yeah, just gonna pour some. Well, yeah, just gonna
Yeah.
pour some more for you.
So I would say yes. I don't know for sure, but
If it helps, I was going to ask where you got your bow.
what?
But you know what?
From
That's
That
where I
was
would have
a much
Hey, you save
nicer
that! You save that! This
That
is
was a
not the
much
last
nicer
time.
question.
Right, who's yet to answer? Me and Halite?
Yeah, we're good at this game.
Oh,
Roll
God.
it, big man. Roll it! 9.
12.
All right.
So you know
who
I
you got
got
for me?
less.
You've answered one. Have you not
I know.
answered
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you got for me? All of them is truth.
Right. When we left the tavern, there was a human that.
It's not about his backstory.
I'll describe
Hmm.
this person that was paying attention, like from the back of the room in as much detail as I can recall, and be like, is that just some old human that doesn't like elves, or is this a problem?
He grits his teeth a little and goes, I should have guessed who was going to fuck me. I know who was looking at us. He's a friend. If you're looking for a moniker, he goes by South.
Self.
Elf?
South. South.
Yes. Oh.
As in when shit goes south.
Oh.
Oh,
South.
He is a member, still active, just about. He's a member of the guard here, and when shit goes south, you ask for him, and he might be able to get you out.
The guy? The guy.
the human. He's
The
an
one he's
ally.
describing, there's nobody else is going to look like that.
He's an ally then.
He's,
The guy.
yeah. People are torn because he's still in the guard. He still does what the guards do because he has to. I think I've seen people racked with guilt. I think he's trying to do something right.
He got so old.
Not so old.
The guy.
I mean, that's what humans do.
Yeah, I guess. Whoa.
You're so great right now.
So sorry, I'm so sorry, Taxes.
I
You
know,
what,
right,
you're
Texas?
so-
It sucks. We just
All
die
right.
so quickly.
Oh, it was just a thing. It was a thing.
It
Any
sucks,
questions?
right?
Highlight your last to go. Any questions? Anybody got things if they don't know about this fella that I have to ask?
I'm an open book. Not that open book. I just stare at the book. If it's outside.
All right, I got one for you.
Shoot.
I got tattoos. I think a few of us have tattoos. I've never seen tattoos like that.
I
Where'd
just
you get
rip my
them, big
shirt
fella?
off.
Oh,
Fucking
God
hell.
damn. Stop
I
ripping
just
it.
got, like,
Ah! And
How did
he kind of looks at himself. He's like, wait a minute. He takes off his bag and like shoves his hand in it. He comes out, it's completely red with paint, and just slaps himself in the face. Sorry, I usually wear stuff, but I had to take it off because we were entering the city.
Wow.
So it's just got a big red mark on his face now. Sorry.
Oh,
It felt weird.
it was.
So they're not tattoos, right, Hal?
These, he points to all his stuff. I mean, they kind of are. What?
They're totally tattoos.
Yeah.
Kind
I
of.
did some of them myself.
Where did you get them? What are they? If they're not tattoos.
Oh, well, it's quite a long story. The one on my back I got with my babe. It's just a giant Oz Nemesis circle.
My babe.
Like
Yeah.
the logo.
Right.
I did some of these myself. The one on my chest, more primarily, did one myself. And my mom gave me my other ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a follow-up question for another round.
Yeah, my mom gave me these ones, and then my dad gave me the ones on the underneath.
Okay, well, I feel like I've learned enough about everyone here that I trust you far enough.
Yeah.
Highlight, you down that, and I think the whiskey's nearly done anyway.
Oh, sorry, hold on. I made a mistake. My dad gave me the ones on my right, my mum gave me the ones on my left.
Good to know.
My mistake. Sorry.
It's important.
It is. It's not.
Moon's high enough in the sky, it's time. They'll be around. Follow on. We're going to go through the houses. We're not going to take the roads. Avoid the guards if we can. We don't want to ask questions this big a group of, well, us. You ready
We're
to
going
meet
now?
the Harriers?
We're going now? We're going now?
Well, there is one person who haven't asked a question yet.
All eyes turn towards
Split
the
leg.
smallest member. As he pours himself like the dregs of what is left in the whiskey bottle, clinks it on the side of a glass, and just does a.
Well, honestly, I thought you were going to say the squirrel. Because the squirrel.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
yeah, we still got that.
Wahlberg, is he still with us? I didn't actually.
You check your pocket. He's like, it's for sake. He's not in that pocket. He's moved himself to the pocket with the seed in it, and he's lying on it like a dragon on its hoard.
He's been dead for days. No.
Dyanna, you have a question, I believe.
I think so. Does anybody else have a question?
No.
What's the... So he hasn't got a tongue, right? That's why he can't speak?
So his tongue is like, rather than just like a split
Split.
tongue where people can normally talk, it's so far cut, like the wedge starts halfway down.
Right.
That is why he is mute. His tongue has been cut so deep into a wedge. Like most indents get cut a wedge in their ear to prove that they are an indent. They are indented. He has one in both ears. He still wouldn't stop rebelling, so they cut his tongue into that wedge.
Oh, okay.
Was that the question? Sorry.
Yeah, kind of. It was more to do with what did you do to
Fair enough. Yes.
get the...
Yeah.
What did you do?
He will begin signing and asking you to translate for all the rest.
Taxes is better than me, but yeah.
He says, I wanted to fight on the front lines, so I took my machine with me, and I was in the first assault against the Empire. I took a lot of people down, but they took me. They knew I was an engineer, so they tried to... First of all, they cut a wedge in my ear and said, you now work in this area here where you're going to make us weapons. I blew up the lab.
So good.
But they took me alive, cut the other wedge from my ear, and beat the shit out of me for about a month. when they finally let me out, they gave me just a couple of bits and pieces and told me to make a prototype for something worthy of letting me out. I made, and he pulls out of his pocket the wild magic device, something similar. It did the job I wanted it to do, but not what they wanted it to do.
Amazing.
I believe that commander is still blue, and one of them is still a potted plant.
Yes.
I knew he was the hardest one of us.
Since then, they beat the shit out of me, and I kept telling them to go fuck themselves, and I miss saying the word fuck so much. It's not the same. They stopped me saying fuck.
Shit.
I will kill them all.
That's
The most legit backstory.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
They took my swearing away, so I will take their lives away.
The last,
We already got one of
when
them.
they tried to put me to work again, I focused less on destroying them and more on escaping so that I could fight again. That was near Benalicia, and that's how I met Oz Nemesis. They took me in.
I knew he was the hardest one of us.
Yeah.
Damn fucking right.
Slams a hand on the table.
You're... Oh. Garrick's eyes go wide with recognition. Oh.
That's-
we
that's
need to get
why.
you... Yeah, we need to get you all hidden right the fuck now. He looks out the
That's-
door.
That's why I didn't want to leave without him.
Yeah, do you know how many fucking wanted posters are out of this little fuck?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I just give him back my cloak.
Yeah. Oh, he pulls out what looks like a fresher wanted poster. You guys see the same, similar to what you saw in Fostalia. Known, expected to be dangerous, might be traveling with people, and now you begin to see descriptions of yourself. It seems like whatever cover they were trying to hold on the situation that, oh, it's not a big deal, or not many people out there, they are slowly releasing the details of yourself, so there's a better chance of getting you all. They have stopped caring of saving face and are beginning to get to the point where they just want to get you. And as you guys slink off into the night, towards the east, where you guys enter town, we're going to take a break and ideally come around 10 o'clock as you guys meet in total the Harling's Harriers. Harling's Harriers? Yes, Harling's Harriers. It doesn't sound like words when I say it like that, but that is what they are called. We're going to call them the Harriers at some point, and that's just going to be the
Harriers.
It's like Charlie's Angels, except it's for dead bard who had no idea they existed. Cool. Right. We will take a quick break then, in that case.
All right.
We'll be back soon.
Alrighty.
Emotional trauma, everybody. Emotional trauma and dead parents.
Yay!
Woo!
Dead parents!
Parents.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Rapid Riders with us for Fumble folks. This is our first long-form campaign, and we are in Harling's Rest, the fortress town at the base of the mountain range now known as the Virtues of Osnan. Our companions have just met with a member of the rebel sect here in Harling's Rest, a familiar figure from Dyanna's past, a dwarf named Garrick, codename Braggart. They have spent time in Dyanna's old family home, finding some old forgotten thing that was left there, a spellbook disguised so that only Dyanna would be able to recognize what it was and make full use of it. But as night has drawn through, the parties got to know each other better. They are making their way through the night, through Harling's Rest, working their way between trees and between brick houses with soft plumes of smoke emerging from the top into the starry night sky. Again, a cold but not biting wind takes them through the autumn air, further out of a residential area and towards more of the industrial areas they worked through. You recognize some of the farmland, but as well, a couple of houses that look like they're more like warehouses. As the party approach, Garrick takes them to a back door and deep down, I hear a cat, and then they go down through the back door after a series of gentle, methodical, rhythmic knocks from Garrick. The door is opened, and an individual wearing a tight mask and hood gives you all eyes. Looks
Hello.
towards Garrick, saying nothing, and leads you through to an empty room where you are shortly joined. In this space, emerging from shadowed hallways, you see a few individuals. First and foremost, stepping out of the shadows, you see a halfling woman, her hair tied back into a tight ponytail, and a leather jacket overlying linen commoner's clothing. There is a flute on one side of her, and on the other there is a long rapier-like sword that looks like it has seen action, with multiple nicks and cuts along it. You see, stepping from another one, almost a human-sized individual, but far too stocky, and as the light meets their skin, you see it as grey. You have spent enough time in a cosmopolitan area to make a hazarded guess that this individual has both dwarven and Goliath lineage.
Brother.
You see a man and an elf walking through another hallway. The elf seems to be offering aid to the walking of the man, who seems very wizenedly and elderly, as he is leaning on this elf for support. This is a moon elf supporting a human male who is in his twilight years. These are the individuals who are in front of you now in the space alongside your elf companion. The first to speak is the halfling as she steps forward. So, if Braggart is with you, I'm to believe that you're some form of the Ben Alicia rebellion. Is that right?
Look to Dyanna.
Shit. Yeah. Yes, we're called the Rapid Riders. We kind of formed our own band, and then stuff went wrong, and now we're here. There's a really short version of stuff.
A furtive glance is presumably these representatives, leaders of the Harriers, looking across from each other.
We know you ideally wanted to meet Oz Nemesis, but
yeah,
that's not possible anymore.
We're kind of here to explain why.
We wanted to meet with people who burned that barge and then have been causing trouble for the nightmare of the Empire.
Oh, that
was us.
No, that was just him. Point to Zeke.
That other guy over there.
It's kind of his fault.
Just him?
I mean, we were there.
What's your name then? Yours, or your moniker? What do we go by?
Firebrand.
Do you? Oh, yes.
Who?
There's a shuffled nod, and the very elderly human man says, "Firebrand is kick-ass. I like that name."
I mean, it is pretty cool.
Thanks. It combines my two favorite things: lighting things on fire and pointing out that I'm a rebel.
You see the elf is patting him, trying to shift him a little bit, as this halfling goes "We all agree that that's a very cool name." I can't really be the justice for. We have a whole vibe going here. It's not quite. My name, I go by Vexation.
See, Vexation.
Vexation.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I misheard as taxation, and I was like, excuse me?
Taxation. Yeah.
Fight.
Taxation. conversation. Yeah.
It's here, and she points towards the half dwarf, half Goliath. This is Siege.
Nice.
Damn right.
Not nice. Name
And-
worthy of a Goliath.
And this points towards the wizened old man and the moon elf. These are Dawn and Dusk.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Which one's which though?
The elf.
Yeah.
and-
I'm Dawn!
Ah,
Okay.
damn it.
Ah,
I just
The moon elf
assumed-
says,
how
I'm
ageist of me.
Dusk.
Fair.
damn.
I don't have a name. Fuck.
Nope.
Oh, he's gone.
Hal wasn't gonna
Like,
say.
Sam is furious that you haven't thought of a moniker
I
yet.
haven't thought of a name.
DM.
Back.
Hal is not gonna say the thing he wanted to say.
They
Oh,
are
God.
looking at you expectantly, as though they have said to their names. What are your monikers and names? What do you wish to be known by in this space?
Oh shit. And
We
hot
have a firebrand.
I mean, I'm gonna go with taxes. That's not
Taxes.
Genuinely have no idea.
Halite goes to say something for himself. He goes like, He stops. Lionized.
Oh.
Lion eyes?
Lionized.
Lionized.
Nice.
Garrick leans over to Dyanna and says, if you've genuinely got nothing, I've got something.
Oh shit. What?
Sunshine. He gives you the biggest shit-eating grin.
We went the complete opposite direction for Diana. I was like, dirty, because that's what she calls herself.
Dirty Dyanna. Understood.
I've sent you something that you might like.
Okay.
Split lick signals, and you see as Vexation signals back. It says,
Nice.
split lick it is. That is, it's not his name. He's engineered Rattle.
Yeah. I mean-
Rattle, whatever it comes. Yeah.
Phil?
Dewey just looks really panicked. He's like, Dewey?
Dewey.
It's lame.
That
I got you. It's Falconer.
Is it Falconer or Dewey?
I don't,
Be something
Uh,
cooler.
something cooler.
Raven.
The Swarm.
Ooh.
Swarm.
Ooh.
Like, just
Yes.
one of the birds that's on his shoulder literally goes.
Swarm is good.
What about you, Sun Elf?
Rhapsody.
Oh.
Rhapsody.
Thank you, Ben, for the idea.
You're welcome.
Okay, from that. Yeah.
Woman after my own heart. Alright. She's got like that. Her accent is similar to Garrick's, but there's almost like a West Country twist on it as well.
Who said a woman after my own heart then?
She did, Vexation.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Let's not just really quietly say to Hallow, oh Christ, another one you've got to look out for.
Hardy didn't even realize this one he had to look out for. So, I will like gesture to the flute and then to my flute. Be like,
Yeah,
Bard.
we can sing a song or two.
Cool. Cool.
How'd you become a bard?
You start.
You sing. You feel.
Oh, I don't sing.
Well, you perform and you feel and you.
Am I a bard?
Okay, look.
We'll talk about it later.
I get it's important we all have cool names and stuff, but
It's more important that we don't have our own names.
I probably
If
shouldn't have said
anything,
Dewey.
go. That's not your actual name. That you
It's
you
not.
didn't just come in here and tell us of.
Wait, what?
Okay. You all seem very, very
New.
new to
Amateur.
this.
We're new at this.
But what we can't deny is over in Benlicia, we saw results. It's why we reached out. There weren't just barges burning. You hit caravans. You hit so much important stuff. You were running laps around the Empire. And that's why we reached out.
Our people saw it.
And you're telling us now that something happened a week ago.
Yes.
Couple of weeks ago.
We got noticed more than we expected, so they found us.
They outlapped us.
Right.
Somehow they raided one of our gigs, and we left. We fled, and we've been on the run since.
When
Do we know how?
Nah.
They
Oh wait, yes,
they
maybe.
might have they may have caught some of our people and turned them, or given them the option of.
I think they probably
Right.
forced
It
that.
was
that guy,
it was
right?
it was the gnome. I can't remember his name that we politely tortured for
A
fun.
halfling, Howard,
Halfling.
I believe.
Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah. He came back looking very bloodied and bruised after
Horace.
wandering in
Horace.
Horace. Yes, so wandering into the
Yeah.
tunnels, presumably going for something or other, but
Empire do
Yeah.
all kinds of things.
I think probably someone, maybe him, maybe someone else tipped them off.
But it wasn't just grunts that came after us.
He said
They
an
had
army.
they had what who
the commandant.
the like one of their main military commanders was there to take them down.
No,
Describe.
the military commander of Benalicia.
This was
Great.
yeah. This was
I set her on fire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Glad.
good.
Set
And she's
fire
like,
to her too.
like froze up her hands. Like, oh, good. They set her on fire.
It was planned. And
Yeah.
we assumed when we left that all of us nemesis had died. But they seem to have. We obviously took Splitlick against his will. And we've heard from I forgot her name.
Dyanna. They've got Senna.
Senna.
At least we
And
know
Dyanna.
she's alive, but they're holding her. She's been contacting us, but she's been kind of coding what she sends us to give us an idea that there's probably other people listening.
I think she's being forced to contact us to find out where Splitlick is, or they want Splitlick.
The elderly wizard once again goes, see, this is all the more reason why we need to do it. And Siege just turns gravelly eyes towards the elderly human wizard and says, it's too dangerous.
I like danger.
That has piqued many ears. Question,
Well.
what is too dangerous?
As our master wizard wants to so freely admit with people that we don't entirely trust yet, a couple of days ago, traveling from Benalicia to here at a breakneck pace, it would appear Harling's Rest is accommodating a mage of some kind. conscript. You would all know that a conscript is the name typically given to a mage who swore themselves to serve the Empire rather than just be arrested for
Or whatever it is they do to the mages.
Yeah.
Because magic is also totally illegal in the Empire.
There was somebody on the barge. A mage.
There was an engineer on the.
It was an
barge.
artificer that cut
Ah.
Splitlick's tongue. That we set on fire and killed.
He was the one
Okay.
who got Splitlick caught, essentially.
Oh,
He's the one
I thought he's the one who did it.
No, he's the one who abandoned Splitlick in battle, and he will
Mm.
explain this if you bring it up in conversation. He abandoned him in battle, and so almost like handed him over to. It looks like there's more there to that story, but he doesn't really go into it right now in front of people that Splitlick doesn't entirely
Yeah,
trust.
fair.
I mean, also speaking of trust, while they're speaking, can I do insights? Because I don't trust.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to be able to see any rolls on dimension 20, so let me know what they
So,
are.
23.
23. Of the individuals in this room that you are observing, Vexation looks like she is doing a million sums in her head at once, trying to figure out the best path forward. She is trying to maintain a composure, but at the same time, she is trying to figure out the best path forward. Siege is focusing on looking tough, but not like, I'm just here to be muscle, just very much like, I have a job right now. My job is to read you guys to be the muscle, but he is by no means an idiot. There is intelligence behind the eyes that are weighing you up and trying to intimidate you. Dawn, this wizard, is trying to smile as much as possible and is definitely deferent to Vexation. They are not trying to take charge. They just are an old man who just wants to get shit done, and like isn't in for all these like shadow games. And Dusk looks very, very, very nervous. You gather that they are not a very old elf. They are probably in their like pre-adulthood stage of life. But here they are.
Halite stands at his full height. Listen, they fucked us. If you have a way to fuck them harder, I would love to know, and I'm all in for it. And
Well,
as
I
he
mean,
says,
you can get these little blue pills that mean you can go for quite a while, but you have to be really careful because if they last for more than 3 hours, you should go to a doctor.
Quiet. I'm trying
Oh my
to
God.
think. I'm trying to
Wait,
think.
you have had whiskey again, haven't you?
Can
Yes.
tell.
As Vexation says that, and like the conversation kind of continues, she's just staring daggers at you. She commands the room. She's clearly quite charismatic in the way that she approaches things. She drums her fingers on her thigh and says, "Okay, what Dawn was suggesting is that we pay this conscript a little bit. While
Cool, sick. Where are they?
they have taken up temporary residence in one of our finer establishments. They are located in the Roaring Spirit.
Wonderful.
Why they're not staying in the castle is why we are, or the fort on Heather Hill, is why we are paying so much attention to this. It almost seems like a trap. And Dawn says, "Oh, an opportunity! You mustn't look away from an opportunity."
We could just take a look.
Where did you say they were staying?
I could sing if they
The
allow it.
Roaring Spirit. You were told,
Yeah.
I can't remember who told you, but essentially
was
there
a
are
guard.
three. Yeah,
It was a
the
guard.
There are 3 inns in town. One is the Hill Inn, where you've been, which tends to be a mishmash of people. The Green Arrow is a complete dive, but tends to be pretty much just
Right.
the lesser races. Occasionally humans will go in there who are not pricks. The Roaring Spirit has a tendency to not allow any of the lesser races, and so thus it is
Yeah.
the higher establishment. Tends to be for traveling merchants, those with wealth and the well-to-do.
We have a human.
You do.
Also pretty stealthy one at that.
And I can turn into a human.
And you can turn into a human. I mean, I can look like a human child, but please never make me do that again.
The Adventures of Robert and I can't remember what you called yourself.
I have no idea.
Mm.
Rowena or something? I don't know. Not sure.
Use it if
Was
you
I good?
have to. Being an indent in the wrong place is punishable by beating. Being a magic user in the Empire is punishable by death.
Ah, it's fine. They gotta catch us first.
You say that like it never happened.
They haven't caught me yet.
Sames.
Just... Okay, fine. You do that. You tell us, hopefully, what this conscript has in their possession. Just try not to get caught by them. Just get some more information. Maybe if they've been in Benalicia, they might know more about your Oz nemesis. They might know a bit more about what the fuck is going on.
Okay.
If
Sure.
you can do that without fucking up, then we will have a plan. We have a...
What constitutes fucking up by your estimation? Because
Well-
I mean, we could get information, or we could bring the person back and get a lot of information.
Technically,
Getting caught, killed, or revealing the rest of us.
Sick. So kidnapping
Alright.
is on the table.
If you think that's not going to get us the rest
it
of us
just-
revealed.
I mean,
Sure, it's fine.
we had an advantage in Benalicia. It was a big place. The Harling's Rest is a lot smaller. There's less people. My guess is their concern is about there's fewer people to go through to find who the culprits are.
I mean,
We're saying please don't burn the inn
just
down.
don't burn everything.
I'm not gonna burn the inn down, and all we really need to do is make them out themselves as a wizard. Because
We don't
then
need to do
anything
that
that
because
any
Just
They
need to
already-
get in their room. You don't
Yeah,
even
we
need
I know.
to figure out just who they are and why they're here, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do conscripts have to? I can't remember if there's anything in the law about that. Do conscripts have to basically like wear gear that makes everyone fully aware that they can use magic, or do they just
Make
dress?
Make a history check.
Yeah, or do they hide them like a dirty
10.
secret?
10. You're not sure of the law around conscripts, really. You've only really just gotten ability to use magic over nature, and you've never really researched it before that point, particularly.
May I?
You may have a history check as well, I think, because you've been in the Empire longer.
19.
19. You would know that when they are paraded around, they wear very specific colors. It's a black robe with the typical colors of the Empire Army. So this tarnished bronze, this green and black, makes up almost like metal bands that are around their neck. So rather than being an indent with a ring, they have a sort of collar to show that they are under the control of the Empire. When they are
Literally a
out
collar.
and about to do as they wish, there's no point on putting a spy in uniform. So they,
Yes.
if you do not want your conscript to get caught, as long as they have something on their person to prove, no, I am a conscript. Please don't murder me on the streets. They're usually pretty safe to just wear whatever, which makes it a little bit more worrying that anybody could be one of the Empire's conscripts. The same way anybody could be a guard in disguise.
How are we sitting? Is it like a line of us and a line of them? Or sitting
You are in the center of a room, and they have entered through 3 different tunnels, but are now sort of congregating together. So it's you on one side of the room standing, and them standing on the other side. Garrick is sort of with you, but like drifting like just a pace ahead of you, so that he's with you, but like indicating that he is technically part of the Harriers.
Yeah.
I suggested an idea that would be to get into the tavern would be a bit easier to get hold of them if we fake ID that were at least some of us are part of the Empire guards in a sense, so we can
You have-
convince the conscript
I mean,
that
you
they are
did.
needed.
You
I
did
don't
steal
know.
that official seal from a very
I
old
did.
man.
I did steal the official seal from the very old man. Cannon.
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 Can't remember when that happened, but I believe you.
Oh, it was when I was
Flashback.
playing. It was when my application to the army was denied yet again.
Yeah.
For Jarrett, I think it was.
Oh
they-
right, yeah. You have Jarrett's. You have the seal of a Benelisian official. Was somebody high up in the army who said, "No, old man, you may not join the army." Yeah, you have that seal.
Highlight will walk towards the Harriers
Mhm.
and then turn around to his group and then try to sign as much as he can, like secretly, so they couldn't see it.
Okay, like inside your, like just behind your chest, using yourself as cover.
Yeah.
Full
Of
cover.
course, of course.
And if Jarrett can't see it, that better.
Jarrett?
Not Jarrett.
Garrick.
Garrett, sorry, my brain.
Garrick.
My brain.
Yeah, I think Garrick. It's going to be difficult to hide it from Garrick. He's pretty much with your group still.
He's gonna assign the Rapid Rider. Question mark. Yeah. Do we say anything?
Oh, referring to the actual vehicle itself.
Yeah.
Not yet. No.
No, I wouldn't.
Highlight nods and joins back.
I imagine Splitlick will throw something at you if you start mentioning it.
Splitlick sees that you're trying to be stealthy, and tries to do something vague because there's no way he can't signal to everyone from his position.
Pretty sure
And it
everyone
would
in
look
this
weird
room
if he
knows
didn't.
it.
So he just sort of like does a shuffle with his like chin and then just quickly signals a quick, not yet.
Highlight joins back with the group.
He's going to roll
Look at-
sleight of hand and vexation. He's going to try and spot it.
I'm gonna have a look at Garrick
Mm-hmm.
to see if he's noticed.
Garrick, make me a perception check. There's a very subterfuge moment going on here.
I think it's a 14.
14. That was what you rolled to notice. To be stealthy about it. Garrick doesn't appear to have noticed.
Okay.
Does Vex notice? I don't trust Vex.
Make a perception check
Oh my
on
god,
Beth.
this is like a standoff.
Yeah, but it's just like this moment where, like, literally, Halleck steps forward,
23
turns
again.
around. Everybody knows something has happened in this moment, but what the nature of that is like what information was passed, that kind of thing. Who realizes that information was passed?
Yeah.
So I have to.
Subterfuge and spy shit. Yes.
Yeah. I thought I got a 23, but I know that Vex. Well, I can't remember.
Vexation
Vexation.
definitely saw something happened, and an eye goes wide. Not in understanding, just in like almost confusion of like, what does that mean? On that higher roll, yeah, you notice that, but she's definitely interpreted something in her head.
I would like to.
So wait, so did she see me or did she see
She didn't.
Splitlick?
She can't have seen you. She
Okay.
just saw
Splitlick being like,
Something.
not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. I have
So
to ask my
I,
favorite question, Sam. How
no.
tall
Yeah.
is the ceiling?
It's probably
Fuck it up.
God. Oh god, like fucking 12 feet. Fuck it. There we go.
Alright, that's fair, okay.
I would
I'm ready
like
to
to
rumble.
interrupt the situation.
Mhm.
Because this is tense. Can I ask? So this thing that happened in Benelicia, it was quite a big deal, and no one outside of Benelicia seems to have know who we are still. If you guys even heard about it, or do people know who we are?
Vexation's gonna make a roll. Piecing it together as best I can. You had your rebel sect attacked by some quite higher ups, and not only did you get out alive, you got one of their real people they were going in for out alive, and probably made him a bit of a set one of them on fire, for fuck's sake. So if I'm the Empire, and if I'm Itebi, Itebi, I'm not going around advertising that you made it out alive. I'm trying to quell you before you become a problem and become bad press.
It's quite embarrassing, isn't it?
As the days get longer, without you beneath her heel, I'm getting a bit more panicked, and I'm starting to put you in the wanted posters as well. I don't think we have forever without her thinking she's got you or about to get you.
Cool.
Before she then goes full fuck the press, I'm just going to try and solve this problem.
Cool.
But
Maybe then I could set her other half on fire.
Sure.
I think face is important to her now. In fact, I know
Half
for
a face. Half a face.
Yes, well, I know for a fact that Balin Osman, the ruler of Benlesia and de facto ruler of Fenrion, has worked his way through a lot of reeves for a lot of petty reasons, and Itebi is the longest standing one for a reason. She gets shit done. If your shit that's not done, she doesn't want anyone to know about you.
Right.
And that's gonna work for us for a while.
So what I'm hearing, correct me if I'm wrong, this is okay. Like just to like my ridiculously bright clothes, my very unique style.
You'll stand out,
Uh-huh.
but it's not gonna make people say, oh look, there's that person that the Reeve wanted us to go get.
Cool.
Unless we get more information from this conscript's writings, musings, that say actually, oh, I'm here to hunt the fucking Rapid Riders. Or, oh, Itebi's actually gotten in and she's tracking them right now, and essentially I think you should go and figure out what they know.
Got it.
I think it's going to help us all out.
Without killing them.
Ideally, we don't need the heat.
Don't kill
Cool.
them.
So I'll stay outside.
If it has to happen,
Literal
it has
heat.
to happen.
Don't literally heat them.
With
Cook it.
that,
I was gonna
Garrick...
say,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
before you
can
go,
say it's sort of parting things, but like they are beginning to move away from this conversation.
I want to have a look at the wanting posters, see what descriptions they got of us, because it's
Yeah.
a newer one you said. So I like to imagine that taxes goes up and looks like vexation up and down. I don't fucking trust. Might be too much of taxes. I feel flattered.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
We're
like a
looking at a
cross
mirror.
between Taxes and Dyanna, this person, and I'm like,
And half the height of both.
yeah, little halfling.
Garrick will show you one of the posters on the way out. It is beginning. It still has the same description of engineer Crannel, but it's beginning to describe the individual space saw. You are described as a shadow in the rafters, and they say vaguely human shaped. Or vaguely human sized is all they got of you, because they didn't see you for that fight until you like descended and ran off into the distance. You barely broke stealth. They put giant Goliath warrior.
Kai smiles.
They put halfling bow wielding druid. They don't know.
I'll take that.
They put insane gnome. They just
That's,
guessed.
that's
Could
probably
be
the
either of
closest.
you two.
That's the
Yeah.
that's the closest we've got so far.
That
and
is absolutely correct.
dramatic sun elf.
Fuck you! I'm gonna fuck up the Empire.
She says as she sits up rigidly straight.
Head to the floor.
How dare you call me dramatic?
How dare you?
You guys.
I'm dramatic. I'm
You did
dramatic.
almost die. You did almost die.
That is not dramatic.
While
That is like
while playing the
actually
lute.
dying. Okay, that is not dramatic. It wasn't like a.
You were playing
I'm
a
gonna
song
die.
until you died and then were revived.
You tried to martyr yourself.
They're not trying to give too much information, and that's apparently what Itebi or the rest of the soldiers decided would not be too much information.
Ugh.
Babe, you went unconscious, but your fingers kept playing music. It's very dramatic.
Ugh.
I mean,
Ugh.
I'll take insane. I lit three candles on fire.
You are taken
You're in
to
Steve
the
Vibes.
Roaring Spirit, which is in that merchant trading area. You see that it is not too busy this late in the night. A lot of people are already asleep. You're standing outside. Garrick says, any of us that look like this step in there, and we, at best, we get kicked the fuck out. So, up to you if you want to disguise yourself. I'll probably stay guard out here.
Can you
If you
disguise yourself?
need help, maybe.
Hmm.
If I need to. Magic is dangerous.
Yeah, especially if they have another, a conscript in there. They might be able to sense you using magic.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. A thief, an elf thief, gets caught and they take away this, and he points to his silver ring. An elf mage user gets caught and they take away my. So, yeah. Not gonna rush to that if I don't need to use it. I'm gonna stay out here. If shit goes down, and he just puts a hand on a dagger at his side. It's quite a long dagger. So, like, a dagger being something shorter than sort of the forearm, it's nearly a short sword. You
It's big.
just shout. Not time.
It wasn't the time earlier, but you did say things, so I'm just saying.
I have a big weapon. I'm not afraid to.
There it is.
Sorry.
Same.
I need to be serious. Okay. We're losing track. Look. Get in there. Silently get up there. If there's any guards, just try and distract them. We don't need blood. Blood leads to questions. Questions lead to inquisitors. It's your first job. Try not to fuck it up. I know it's not your first job, but it's your first one where the Harriers are watching.
Apparently, I'm dramatic, so.
You're not
I'm
gonna
insane, so
go.
that's why I'm staying outside.
I'm also staying outside.
Good plan. We'll try and do perimeters, try and act somewhat natural.
Question
I-
is.
Hmm.
Yeah, what?
Oh no, I have other plans. Carry on.
Oh. Do I disguise self with magic and go in?
I don't think so.
Can you put your hair over your ears?
Yeah.
You certainly have elven features apart from the ears, but from a distance and certainly covered, you're about the right height. The questions wouldn't be asked unless somebody was really staring and paying attention.
I'll part the hair over the top of both sides.
Okay.
Yeah, just go with that. Just go with that.
Cool.
Yeah,
And
I
then
got
if
a
you
hat.
if you
I got a hat as well. I got a hat. I got
Yeah.
a bod hat.
and then if someone starts getting closer, then
With the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Splitlick makes grabby hands towards the owlbear cloak so he can probably cover himself. He's going to stay outside, but he doesn't want to be obviously him out here either.
Yeah, he needs to definitely hide himself.
Okay, it sounds like
Ah.
Taxes,
Right.
Rhapsody, Swarm. Are you going in? Is it Swarm, Flock, Swarm? I can't remember.
Swarm.
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 I don't know,
Feathers.
unless there's a way you can think of
I can't think of a way.
disguising me. I think no,
I
maybe
can't make you taller.
Do you want to look like a child again?
All right.
It's just facts, man. We. I can't make myself less of a prick either, if that helps.
I can.
He actually can't.
As far as outside is concerned, I can be good for keeping a watch. I've got a good eye to see if anything's wrong out here. I also, if I'll have a look at the inn. Are there open windows, or are there all
There
the
are a
windows
couple.
closed?
There are a couple of open windows in the
I
hovel.
said, and I also I'll just hold my hand up, and one of them comes and lands, and I'll be like, also got a good way of getting a little messenger in and out if that needs to happen.
And for a change, he's not talking about me.
Not a bad idea. Okay, we'll take a perimeter. You two. Good luck.
Like old times, huh? Taxes and like fist
Yeah.
bump.
Fist
Fist
bump.
bump.
Fist bump. Okay.
This is and then whisper to you like, but unlike the others, this is gonna go okay, alright? Okay, here we go.
As you step into this building, there is an immediate smell of spices and strong wine. You see that rather than discrete tables, there are long benches and long tables that are set along almost like a great hall looking place. There is a golden light from multiple braziers in here, less smoky than the Hill Inn. Seems to be going up chimneys and well-maintained chimneys at that. There are maybe 4 or 5 humans still drinking and having a good time at this time of night. The barkeeper's at the front sees you, gives a nod, assuming you are merchants arriving late, and is going to continue to maintain the bar.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Also question.
Absolutely.
I might have it in my head, but you know, like in hotels and that, you get keys. Do they have like a wall of keys behind them that you can take off that go up?
Make a perception check.
I do now.
They
Now.
do now, yeah. Are we
Cannon.
also?
No.
Oh dear, natural one.
Natural one.
Natural one.
Um,
It occurs to you that might be the case. You can't see it. Maybe they don't have it behind the bar, or it's just like somewhere else, or maybe it doesn't exist here. Great.
Good idea.
yeah. Are we? Just 30 seconds before you said all that.
Sure.
Are we going in like we know each other, or are we like?
I mean, yeah. Might be easier.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. I'll arm in arm then.
Cool.
We're
Okay,
together.
cool, yeah.
There's no music in this place. It's just too late for that. I wouldn't want to disturb patrons above. But yeah, just the sound of the soft crackling fire that's beginning to die out, and the barkeep just occasionally putting a glass back down on the table after having cleaned it thoroughly.
I will. Oh fuck! My dice just fell. Should we get a room?
I mean, yeah. It's a good idea to try and determine what rooms there are. So, get available room. Yeah.
We'll go upstairs. I think that's a good idea.
Just ask, is it busy tonight or something like that?
Tell me what to say.
I'm sorry, I'm just
I
trying
can
to.
say shit.
Okay, look.
All right. Okay.
Hey.
All right.
This is why Tax and
yeah.
Dyanna can't do adventures on their own because they just end up arguing.
Just like,
Who the
yeah.
fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? Oh, hey, Taxes. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Link arms with Taxes, and we'll walk up. I will dragging with me to the bar.
Yeah. You see this human man, quite well tailored, quite well permed hair. Looks down. Is looking up a height towards you. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
We would like a room for the evening, please.
Very well. We have a few rooms available. would you be looking for some of our pricier accommodation, or would you be preferring to sleep on a budget?
Pricier.
Pricier. One of our most pricey rooms is currently in occupants, but it has a neighbor, which I think will suffice. Will you require separate rooms, or are you traveling together?
Oh, I suppose the second best will have to do. We are traveling together, thank you.
It's not in my power, I'm afraid.
I,
The great empire talks and we listen.
Oh, I
Gives you-
see. Somebody of importance, I see.
Yes, well, I'm not privy to all the details, as a humble servant of the Emperor. Very well, it will cost you 10 gold pieces, but you will have a room for the next week. We offer nothing less.
That is absolutely perfect. Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna take out the party funds because I got all the money.
Yep, taxes as all.
Yeah, that's good. Because I was just thinking, I can
Have all
lie.
the money.
Yeah,
I can lie until the cows come
Yeah.
home, but I don't have any money, so.
Yeah. He takes gold pieces, you see a key arrangement right behind him, and you're like, fuck, how did I not see that? As he takes a key, you see that 19 has been claimed, but you have 20. As he says, up the flight of stairs to the end, the second flight of stairs, and then the last room on your right. Left should be left disturbed. They are assuredly very busy. He hands you the key.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Rest well. And he goes back to what he was doing.
Let's go upstairs.
Let's go upstairs. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
we are in a really nice place, Texas. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We have queen in this
There's
world.
fucking
We are
potpourri,
going.
there is like the smell of spices all the way up.
Oh my
It's
god,
quite
healthy.
hot on the top floor despite the cold air outside.
Ugh.
Just all the heat of the fire is like raising up to this point. You feel a little bit of a draft as though somebody has a window open in number 19. I believe he was in 19. You guys are in 20. But the doors are almost opposite each other. It is closed, and you see there is obviously a lock. Same way you have been given a key for your door. Clearly, there's a lock for this door.
We'll go in,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll immediately open the window. Stick my head out.
Cool.
Hey!
Let's roll a d4. There's 4 people out there, aren't there?
Who do we get?
1, 2, 3, 4.
5 up there.
Zeke. Oh, 5. Still Zeke.
Hi.
You notice Diana's head pop out. It looks like Dyanna. It's dark and it's quite a distance up.
Hi.
What is his name now? Swarm or some shit. Get the swarm with the swarm. Okay.
I have to write all these new names down.
Yeah.
Well,
I did.
I'm gonna wander to wherever he is and just go. Bird boy.
Yep.
Bird. That window.
Okay, I'll kind of swap sort of positions with where Zeke was.
Okay.
Also, need to talk about your birds later. I got a plan.
Oh no.
Okay.
You can't set any of them on fire or set as a
Okay. So he said the one on the right, something, and the one on the left not to be disturbed.
Well, yes, the one
No.
opposite you is not to be disturbed. That is the one, presumably, that has some important Empire person.
And that was number 19. Did we see that
Yes.
on the way up?
Number 19, you're in number 20. Here's the top floor of this place has 2 rooms.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
so they're
while I
not
remember. Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say they're not connected either way. They're literally just opposite.
No, they're just opposite. They're taking up the whole of this top floor, which is why they are
Wow.
expensive.
Bird boy,
Yeah.
give them your thieves' tools.
Oh,
Tools.
yes, that's useful.
She has.
I'll allow it. You can put it in the birds, like a little keychain of tools, but. get all the way up
Yeah, hang
there.
on. I was
I
gonna
Tax
say,
is like...
don't you already have them?
Oh, wait,
Because you are
did we
actually
like...
a rogue.
I had a disguise kit and you had thieves' tools. Did we swap?
I
Or,
think we
like-
swapped at one stage.
Yeah, because I have a disguise kit, but I'm not proficient yet. Oh no, it has
Yeah,
the
but-
wigs in it.
I'm
Custom
presuming that you've handed them back to each other because
Yeah.
you haven't placed them on your sheets yet. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got all my sheets. I got these tools on my sheet.
Oh yeah, no, just. Being...
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah, anyway,
Thieves'
yeah.
tools are required, and then more thieves' tools are already up there. As you are still in this room. It's a very lavish room, by the way. There's nothing
Great room.
particularly catches the eye, but it's a lavish room.
We could just stay here.
I mean, it might not be a bad plan to wait here an hour or so to see if any noise comes out of that room across. Maybe we get like a mirror and slip it underneath, not slip it underneath the door, but like angle it that we can see underneath or something. Or look for the keyhole.
We could listen.
We could listen as well. I feel like I'm overthinking this.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
we're
just,
the only
let's
people who are. Yeah, let's just go and.
Okay, let's just yeah.
Yeah. What did you ask? What did you ask Dewey?
Oh no! It just in like there's an open window here, just in case if like if you the birds wanted to come up.
Oh, right,
If
okay,
you wanted to
cool,
come up, if you would,
Yes.
I don't know. Just this is our room. This is safe. This is a safe haven. It's an open window. Okay. Cool. I don't know.
Cool.
pop a bird on the windowsill or something.
Just very aware of time.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Let's
like,
go
wait.
and
Yeah.
listen.
Listen, yeah. Wait in like an hour or so and listen and see if there's any movement coming in and out. So we
Okay,
can work
make
out.
that perception check for me. Over the course of the hour, nobody enters, nobody leaves. That's not a perception check, you just observe if that doesn't
Yeah.
happen.
Mine is an 11. Oh wow. Taxes
Yeah.
is an 8.
Taxes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You don't hear much in there. Occasionally you hear footfalls. At some point you hear a sloshing noise. Sounds like water. Difficult to say beyond that.
Yeah.
Bedpan out the window.
Huh?
That was a genuine question. Is there a bedpan out the window?
Difficult to tell. You do not see a bedpan out the window at the time
Okay.
that they hear that sloshing, because you have that extra visual.
Yeah, I'm just asking. Do I see a bedpan go out
You
of
do
a
not.
window?
You do not.
It lands on you. Ah!
You need to eat more fruit.
Right, head out the window. And is Dewey still there?
I think the whole gang is at this point now.
Wow.
This is where to communicate with you. If it's been
Message.
an hour, they're like,
Message. It's very stealthy, guys. I see you all. Literally looking
Easy.
at the window.
It's 8 foot.
you watch as Garrick gives a salute, walks backwards amongst the trees, and you lose complete sight of him.
Gone.
That's the whole
Ugh.
Simpsons meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You hear a message come up in your head saying, "Not too bad if that's to be
I see that, or I don't. So.
honest."
Is there a house nearby? Or a building? of some
Not
kind?
really. This is mostly trade area, and then it's mostly market stalls. This place has been built specifically here because they knew that they would get traveling merchants coming to it. It's almost purpose built for traveling merchants.
Okay,
So there's
is
not
there
really-
is there like a storehouse or literally any kind of building or structure that does not look like it will collapse if something stands on it?
Yeah, there are some sturdier stalls, but rather than cloth, they are made out of a wooden store. It's not more than a 12-foot high kind of thing, but yeah.
I will.
Bad boy,
Yeah, I'll message Dewey as well. There you go.
bad boy.
Yep.
Get the big one to put you up there.
Oh, on top of the.
Line of sight.
I mean, I could climb it. Yeah.
They are on
You
the
could-
third
You could
story.
literally fly.
You can fly.
I know, but it'll make him feel good. You make him feel useful.
Dewey can be carried up to the roof, I believe it was by his.
Yeah. Dewey, can your Can your birds, like, take a look? It's the opposite end. We can't hear anything.
Yeah,
so-
I've been spending the last been spending the last 5 minutes trying to work out if there's a way I can jig my spells to do that.
Okay.
And it's yes, because I can cast Animal Friendship. Well, no, I suppose no, Animal Friendship is just to stop things from attacking you. I've got one shot use of Speak with Animals, and I've got Animal Messenger.
And you have an animal in your pocket.
But that is to relay a message, like
Yes.
from me to someone.
Yes.
So
You can still speak with the animal to get it to do stuff.
Can you not get the birds to fly by?
yeah, there's no real features for that kind of thing.
Should have leveled up in the break, huh? Damn. I would have had a familiar.
Yeah,
Something.
that's.
You need to find components to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But you know where a wizard lives now.
Yeah.
If you can convince them that you're on their side, which you are, but still. Is Dewey moving themselves in any way?
I'm just trying to think if there's. I don't think despite having a swarm of literal birds, I don't think there's a way that I can actually use my abilities or spells mechanically to actually get that.
Cool. That's fine. In that case,
yeah,
we will...
there's no way I can do it mechanically.
Okay.
Do me
roll
through.
surprise.
I can get up higher. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I can climb.
You can get onto this structure again. You are like now a level with the second floor of the place, but they are up on the third floor. It is a big building. You're not like directly next to it, kind of thing. But you definitely have. You're not on the ground anymore. It's harder to spot you, especially when you lie low.
But if I can get
you have a better view of the
point,
entrance, and yeah, exactly. You have a higher vantage point in jump.
I would like to try and do it as stealthily as possible, as I'm on the roof of the house and
Sure. Make a stealth check.
don't look like.
I need to check stats. But
Don't look like
stealth check.
shingles. Oh, motherfucking sweet. That's a 19 and a 6.
Jesus.
25.
Okay, good to know.
Good at many things, but a few of the things I'm good at, he's very good at.
Cool.
Yeah, I was going to say, your rolls have been very good tonight.
Yeah, like an 18 and 19. It's good.
Cool.
Highlight is going to pick up 2 sticks and pretend he's a tree.
Make a stealth check.
No.
But yeah, and just
Wow.
Becomes more obvious.
7. 7? I rolled a natural 20 on the other one.
Good to know.
But 7.
You stand with your sticks there, roughly where you think Garrick went into the sort of surrounding woods. Well, not woods really, just a sort of copse of trees. You see a little rat walk along, look up at you, and then just continue walking by.
I also wanted to note, I'm going to be. I also want it to be known, I'm going to be at least within 30 feet of Splitlick at any given time.
Cool. Splitlick is next to you. Splitlick pulls up a branch and is just holding it. Because of this point. No. I retract my statement. They use you as cover.
Yeah.
Zeke is just standing out in the open, just looking at it, just going.
Okay. The party outside.
And I'm drunk.
The party outside are stealthed. They are ready to act. The party inside, you cannot hear much apart from there was a sloshing of water. I would say at this point you sort of start to notice very faint bit of, not quite steam, but like sort of water vapor come out. Maybe they poured themselves a bath.
Sure, they did.
Vulnerable, maybe. When you're all naked. I don't know. What should we do?
There's 2 options. Well, 3 options actually. one, we wait here longer, which I don't advise, because we don't know how long they're going to be here, and we need to stay up to listen out. Two, we can try picking open the door. But if there's guards inside, then that can lead to danger. Or three, we tell the idiots outside to cause a scene, and we
That's the
blend
other
in
window.
with the crowd, and then sort of try and grab
So
them
what
and
you're
take
saying
away.
is there should be a fire drill.
Yes.
So
That's
when you
what I'm
say
saying.
when you said no fire, now you mean fire.
Now I mean fire.
Let's not tell him yet.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
Okay.
But those are our three options.
Fire is one. Could
Doesn't matter where I go, fire is always an option.
fire's always an option. Okay. Fire alarm? I like the
Yeah.
fire alarm idea.
So we go. Okay,
Pull
cool.
the fire alarm.
Pull the fire alarm. We blend in. We grab the guy. Maybe.
We don't
Or
want to.
we pretend. Can I do the Empire Seal thing? And pretend that we are guards or something. That we, or at least one of us is, and convince him that for his safety, we're getting him out.
No, I don't think that will work.
Okay, cool. Maybe I'm thinking again. Thinking is
Because
hard like that.
if they're like a really good mage, then they're gonna see right through my disguised self. They're gonna
Yeah.
see through. If they leave the room, they probably got some like stuff in there that will probably go boom if we touch it or something, and then
No,
they
I
might
mean,
not. Yeah. Okay. So we
you
are we
know,
actually like taking this guy? Are we taking this person?
nothing was discussed. This is why I like to discuss things beforehand. I'm not
I
good at
know.
thinking on the spot.
All right. Well,
Okay?
I would like to I just sounds face. I would like to. If we get them out of the room,
Okay.
then we can go in and hopefully not boom everything, and then look around. And if we don't find what we're looking for, then we'll smash and grab. I don't know.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was an option.
Okay,
Fuck!
Fire alarm.
Stop it!
Fire alarm. We wait.
Fire alarm.
See a small pair of beady eyes
Oh shit.
push out from the corner of the room, and you see a small rat push their head out and look up at the two of you.
Oh shit.
Hello, rat.
The steam that was coming out from under the door begins flowing a little faster and around you guys.
Here we go.
And Taxes, you hear in your head, you might as well come inside.
All right.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
I've already started moving, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, yeah, we did this.
A roll was made for how long
Oh.
you guys are just.
10. Wait, no,
we should
no,
do this, we doing this. We doing
It's a minimum.
yeah, shit, it's actually not a 10, it'll be a 16 because at minimum I rolled a 16.
You get the sense of trying to portray bemusement, but a little bit of nerves just behind it.
Okay.
Do you tell me?
Yeah, I tell you, like, signs like, he's nervous. Be cool.
Nice. Be cool.
We are not nervous.
Okay.
Go.
Walk in.
Walk in.
Hello, rat. Point the way.
You watch as the rat scurries onto the desk and sits there amongst a few papers and books. In this room, it is full of this steam. But it's also like steam water vapor. As you're walking through it, it's almost like a colder. If you had to put a name to it, you would call it like a sea spray.
I see.
As you walk into this room, which you see is decorated with pretty similar description to your room, you see some fine white silks with traces of blue streaks along them in very stylized and fine wear. On the table next to a vanity, you see what looks like some light blue and white makeup. And as you continue to take in the room, the sea spray begins to coalesce into a form. And you see in front of you a human man with dark black hair, bright white and blue eyeliner, standing in very fine regalia with a tome at their side, as they beckon the rat up onto their arm and say, "My name is Reluctantsheep. Let's talk." And that is where we're going to pick up
No way.
next time.
Shit.
The second you mentioned the rat, I knew immediately
Yep.
who you
Yeah.
were about.
That was very specific.
Scratch MD is back, baby!
Scratch MD!
Woo. Okay.
Those were new.
That was awesome.
I've been waiting on that one.
Wait,
for a
hang on.
little while.
That is actually.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, yes.
Lel.
That is
From
Reluctantsheep of the rusty, now the shining daggers. Or
Oh,
shining blades.
boy.
Shit.
Boy's got a history.
Oh my god. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to raid a channel called Dr. McFarlane. I like it. I like it. They're
D&D?
playing D&D. They've just started a new campaign, episode 1.
Oh,
Episode
awesome.
1 something.
Right from the start.
Literally, that's what it's called. Episode 1 something something. Which I like. I appreciate that.
Something dark side. Something complete.
Something. Cool. Yeah. So see you tomorrow if you're gonna hang around. And have a good Christmas, everybody.
Have a good Christmas.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.